Welcome back to another video of Footy Nuffies.
Good to be back, mate. We've
missed 2 weeks.
Just a couple of weeks, haven't we? Jeez, that's not good, is it? We did say at the start we're going to be accountable to one another, but anyway, a couple of weeks, a couple of big weeks in footy. Plenty of news, retirements. I suppose season ending for maybe someone like Sydney, who there was a little sniff that they could potentially play finals. It wasn't really going to happen, was it? But now it comes down to the last round of the season, round 24.
I'm pretty sure, but to play finals this year, it's about 60 points.
Which is, I don't know if it's ever been seen before, in a sense that, in the past, 13 wins was enough to get you to play finals.
Yeah.
But now, either Fremantle or Bulldogs is probably going to be, if the Bulldogs win, they'll have 60 points the same as Fremantle, won't they? But a much stronger percentage. So Fremantle will miss out on the 8. This is hypothetical, but so Fremantle will miss out on the 8 with 60 points. That's 16 wins, isn't it?
Pretty sure it's 15.
Oh, 15. It's 15 wins.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of wins, and to miss out.
That's one behind second.
Yeah.
Well, then Geelong.
Yeah.
Geelong win.
A couple behind.
2.
Oh, pardon, mate. That was breaking the furniture here. But anyway, that's massive. So it's a huge last round. A couple of big games that we'll speak about, but the rest are really not overly important, are they? I mean, providing the team that you think will win wins. Would that be fair to say? Like Collingwood, Melbourne, Geelong, Richmond.
I would say Gold Coast and
Saints,
Port Adelaide is the one game.
You reckon? Yeah, over there in
and maybe
Adelaide.
Hawks, Brizzy too.
Well, and the other massive ones, the Dogs Freo, which we'll talk about those later.
They're the ones that you can't decide.
Yeah.
And Carlton, Essendon.
Yeah, but no impact on the finals. But still, I mean, for their supporters, I think they'll be pretty excited to watch it, won't they? And hopefully finish the season with a win.
Yeah.
Your season's finished? Under 9s?
Yeah.
I got the little bobblehead. It's me.
I know.
You can have a look. Got the Geelong Ammos
Football
jumper on.
Club.
Yeah, so the
But
kids and the
got
on now. Yeah, the kids and the parents organised that, which was awesome. For coaching this year, so that was good fun. Unfortunately, we finished the season with a couple of pretty tough losses.
Yeah, but my last goal was probably my best goal.
Your last goal
Was my best goal
against Modern Warrior. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one over the shoulder. So your footy's done, but finals locally are pressing on. I think your nephew Jake, he's starting in the finals, the under-16s this week coming, so that's exciting. But to AFL news, mate, let's get stuck into that because we don't want to drag on too long.
Shire staying at the Saints.
Yeah. So Nass is staying on, so that's really intriguing. A lot of money, 2 years, $2 million a season, so that's a huge contract. But I think Port Adelaide were throwing something like a 12-year contract or a 10-year contract.
Yeah, and it was like
$2 million a season, like a lot of money, like $20 million or something, or even more. But he's chosen to stay with the Saints, which I reckon's. I mean, I don't think the Saints are going to do much in the next couple of years, but that's neither here nor there. For him, he's backing himself in because you think 2 years' time, what is he, 23 or something? He's just starting to hit the peak of his powers, even though he's already looking really good. If he has like an incredible 2 seasons, imagine the money he's going to demand from a club for his order, like for his signature, for his contract.
Yeah.
It's going to be so much money, especially as I think the TV bargaining agreement goes through next year, and the AFL's anticipating, a significant amount of more money to go into salary caps for teams. So teams will be able to pay more money for more players. But he's going to be fine after footy if he's smart with his money. Next one there, Rankin. Rankin's been suspended for 5 weeks. Homophobic slur, yeah, that's right. So towards a Collingwood footballer there on, was that Friday night? Or
Saturday night.
Saturday night. Don't know who it was to. Potentially Isaac Quainer. There was some whispers there that it might have been towards him. But I think this is the 5th or 6th time this has happened now over the last couple of years, and the AFL are really stamping down These sorts of things, aren't they? And the same as racist slurs as well. If someone says a racist remark to an opposition player, you could expect to miss a fair bit of footy. So, yeah, Rankin should have bit his tongue, but he didn't. And instead he won't be playing finals, and he may miss a premiership if Adelaide had to go the whole way, which they're very likely they will, because they're finishing top. They're going to get a home final.
That's what Sydney did.
Yeah, they got 2 home finals, didn't they? And then
Yeah.
went straight to the grand. Yeah.
But they lost. So
Yeah, they got pumped. And look, you still need to win your home finals just because you're getting them, but there's every chance they'll probably draw either Collingwood or Gold Coast in that first qualifying final.
And then Geelong or Brisbane.
And they've beaten both Collingwood and Gold Coast
at the same ground.
At Adelaide this year, yeah. So, and then
is it like Geelong or Brisbane?
Well, if they win through the prelim, then they'll find themselves either playing Geelong, Brisbane, or one of the sides from the elimination final that sort of links up to their side of the draw. So, interesting. Anyway, so Rankin.
But Geelong won't be playing the elimination. They shouldn't be.
No, Geelong should finish second,
they
third, or
should
fourth.
play qualifying.
Yeah, I'd imagine they will. They'll get a second chance. Bobby Hill is in serious doubt for finals. So we're going to talk about Collingwood later on being under the pump and the collie wobbles. But Bobby Hill, he's played one game in 2 months. One game since round 16. And he's had some off-field issues, some personal things going on, apparently. And there's a lot of speculation and rumours about people being quite concerned about his welfare. And
What's
how
that?
his well-being, like is he looking after himself, or is he in any danger, I suppose, of potentially harming himself? But we hope not. But
that Ash Johnson,
he's really gone missing, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You don't hear him talk about him too much. He's in the VFL, but whether he's injured, he may be injured, but he'll probably be, unfortunately for him, delisted at the end of the year, I'd imagine.
Yeah, but he was so good though.
He was good there, yeah. He was very versatile, could play tall and could play small, but Bobby Hill, hard to see him playing finals, and the wheels just seem to be falling off at Collingwood.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
They just can't find a way to win. It's like they have forgotten how to win games of footy. We'll talk about them later, actually. I won't go too much further into it, but Taylor Duray. So some retirements. Taylor Duray at the Doggies.
Yeah.
So he played over 100 games for the Doggies and for the Hawks. Played in premierships at the Hawks as well.
Did he play for Adelaide?
No, just Hawthorn and you might be thinking Jack Gunston, who played for Adelaide before he went to Hawthorn, but Taylor Duray, no, just Hawthorn and the Bulldogs, but he's retiring. Nat Fyfe, if you haven't been living under a rock, you'd know Nat Fyfe's announced his retirement at the end of the season, which is really sad because I was talking to you about him the other day, wasn't I? And just saying that 2015 to 2019, he won the Brownlow in 2015 and 2019. Those seasons were unbelievable. He was so good. He's tall, he's strong, he's fast, he's agile. You could barely stop him. He'll be missed. Travis Boak as well, the game's record holder at Port Adelaide. He's finishing up at season's end. Probably not the way he would have liked to have gone out. Probably deserved a premiership, but and you could say the same for Nat Fyfe, but his season's still alive. But poor old Boakey. Which is, you were mentioning there before about the Gold Coast Port Adelaide game. Boak's finishing up. Kenny Hinkley's finishing up there at Port Adelaide. There's a lot of emotion there for Port Adelaide. Will that be enough to get them up and potentially get them a win on their home track against the Suns? Who were quite disappointing last week.
Suns lose. Well, it's just going to be scary for them. Suns lose.
Yeah, for them. I think they'll still make the 8. The 8. Because I beat Essendon at home on Wednesday. But a unique round too this week because obviously the was it tropical cyclone at the start of the season in Queensland?
Something like that.
Yeah, Geelong Brisbane didn't go ahead, and
but Geelong Brisbane got lucky.
Yeah, round 3 or 4. When they both were scheduled for a bye, they were able to play that game then. But Gold Coast and Essendon were scheduled in byes in separate weeks, so they weren't able to reschedule the game until the end of the season on Wednesday. And there's still a lot riding on it. They could knock Collingwood out of the top 4, and so there's a lot riding on that on the last 2 games for Gold Coast. But So some retirements. The other one I saw today was Will Hoskin-Elliott as well. 242 or 43 games. 243 games for the Giants and the Pies, and obviously a premiership player at the Pies as well.
So he played 408.
No. Just in total, 243 games, I think it was. In total, he's retiring at season's end as well. So that could very well be finals. They will play finals, and I suspect he'll be playing in some form. So yeah, he's still got a few games left probably to go this season. AFLW returning last week. Watched a little bit, didn't we?
Geelong lost.
Yeah, we lost to North, but they won the premiership last year.
Yeah.
But the Geelong girls, there's a few good ones going around, like Nina Morrison, George Sparkus, Meg McDonald, or Meg.
What about Amy?
She's won 3 BNFs, I think, at Geelong. So yeah, she's a gun. But yeah, Geelong's building a nice little side. I think one of their key forwards, I forget her name, but she went down with an injury, which is not good.
Maybe number 5. She's in key forward.
Yeah, could be. But who was the girl from Collingwood? Remember we were talking about her?
Oh, that young one.
She's a freak. She's so good. They played her down forward for the majority of the game there against Carlton, which is disappointing. Would have loved to have seen her in the middle for a bit more because she's got great skills.
Did you see she could bounce and then under the leg?
Yeah. We have to practice that because that was phenomenal. And it was catching on though.
AFL
players were trying to do it as well, wasn't there?
Yeah.
In the change rooms and out on the ground before the game. So, she's going to be really good. But yeah, that's great. Great for that. And I think, have they got 12 rounds this season? Or is it 10?
It's 12 actually.
It might have been 12 last year as well. But I think,
No, but I play more games than them. In a season.
Yeah, but a lot of them play in the VFL as well over winter. So they, the VFL women, so they play a lot of footy, the girls. But as the competition grows in, spectators, viewership, and stuff like that, the season will grow as well. But yeah, it's certainly coming on. So I think Essendon, who they played, they pumped them by 10 or 11 goals. Their highest score ever, I think.
Yeah.
In the women's, and that was Essendon's first win in a couple of months, I think.
For what, women's?
Or for just Essendon Footy Club in general, because the blokes haven't won in a long time. But so that's great. AFL women's.
The blokes probably needed to sing the song with them.
Because they haven't
sang it.
They might have forgotten the words though.
Yeah.
Dane Zorko. Actually, here's 2 bits of news for Dane Zorko. Game 300 this weekend.
Yeah.
He started, actually 3 bits of news, he started as a mature age rookie. So he didn't get drafted when he was 18, straight out of, under 18s footy. He had to go the hard way, and I think he got drafted, he might have been about 20 or something. So still very young, but he's been so durable, he's in his mid to late 30s now, still going. So he's done it the hard way, so you've got to give him his credits. I'm not a big fan of him, but he's grouse off the half-back line. Beautiful kick of the ball. Beautiful user. He's funny. He's getting better with age too. As he gets older, he's so dependable and durable. And what was the other bit of news there? Oh, he signed a 1-year contract extension for next year.
So who are you playing to? Is that 36?
Oh, he might be 37 or something. But yeah. So he should probably. Will they keep him on after next year? I suppose it depends what sort of young talent they've got. I don't really know their list too well.
Ashcroft?
Apart from the ones that are
McCluggage, he's still young.
Yeah, but they got blokes that are out at the moment. We're going to talk about them later. A lot of injuries.
Waterman is an out, but he's young.
But he's down forward as well, whereas Zorko's down back. What's next there, mate? You enjoyed this one on the weekend?
Her she's a 54 touches. Yeah. Equal record.
And there's footage of him almost getting his 55th touch. But Rioli ran him down. Maurice Rioli ran him down in the centre of the ground. Yeah, I was holding the ball. So he could have almost broken the record.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought, wow.
He could have just kicked it up.
Yeah, I got a quick hand pass away. But he had a huge game. He kicked 2 or 3 goals as well. Kicked a couple of behinds. I mean...
And had 54 touches.
Jesus.
He got 186 fantasy points.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't push the 200, but But still, 180. That's unbelievable.
It's the most for this year.
Is it the most for this year? Is it?
By 20.
Wow. Yeah, so that's huge. It's huge. He's a freak. He just accumulates so much ball. There was question marks on him earlier on in the season, saying, is he just an accumulator, like kicking him in from fullback? But he wins plenty of the footy as well, though. I think he wins his own ball. He's a good user. If I'm a Kangaroos player, I want him to have the ball in his hands. He uses it well, kicks the ball well. He's gone.
Yeah.
Eric Hipwood, did you see this news?
Calf
injury, yeah. So finals are now in doubt for him. Certainly the last round of the season, probably the first week of the finals. Beyond that, he might come good. But, the injuries are just starting to mount there at Brisbane. They've had a bit of a disrupted season with injuries, albeit they've won a lot of games of footy. But a few of the injuries there, Noah Ainsworth out for the season, Jack Payne out for the season. Kitty Coleman, he may come back, or maybe he's out for the season as well. Look, excuse me.
Right, Lincoln McCarthy,
he's out for the season, yeah. But he hasn't played much footy in the last couple of years.
Wait, really?
But I'm sure they'd love to have him in the side. Lockie Neal is out for a little while longer, probably the first final as well. Kai Lohman should probably come back this week. I think he's a test.
Jared
Berry dislocated his shoulder on the weekend, so he's having scans. He could be an issue. And Connor McKenna as well, the Irishman, out for another week or two. So they've got a lot of injuries. They're still winning games of footy, though. They're funny. They're up and down, aren't they? Like, on the weekend, huge win against Freo. Huge win.
Maybe this week they might win by 5 goals.
Who they got? Hawthorn. Yeah.
They win by 57 away against Fremantle, and then they
maybe
get smashed.
I mean, we'll talk about Hawthorn later down in the highlights. They're really starting to play some quality football. I just wonder how deep can they go without Will Day? That's my question mark on Hawthorn. Because when he's in their side, they look so fantastic. But anyway,
do you know when they played Collingwood, did they have Will Day?
I don't think they did. So
wow.
So they've been playing some good footy, I suppose, without him. But that's just the question mark I've got. I don't know. I mean, their forwards are starting to fire, more so Gunston, which we'll talk about later. One of the highlights. Yeah, he's really starting to fire. But and even what's the small forward? Not the Wizard. The other small forward.
Guinea?
Not Guinea. Who was an All-Australian a couple of years ago. Dylan Moore. I would have said last year he's probably okay, but I would have said the first half of this year he's been probably poor for his standards. Not horrible, but just for his standards. But the last 5 or 6 weeks, he's been phenomenal. Like, he's playing awesome footy. They seem to have their mojo back. They seem to be having fun again, and they're playing exciting footy. We'll talk about their game later because I think it's going to be massive against the Lions. Yeah. It'll have massive ramifications on the finals. We'll talk about it anyway. But under the pump, mate.
Collingwood.
Yeah, serious case of the wobbles, the collie wobbles. So on the weekend they had 71 inside 50s to 34, and they still got beaten. That's insane. So their forward entries and their forward connections, it's not working.
No, but they had a 5-goal start.
They did, which, to be honest, I thought, oh my gosh, they're going to win this pretty comfortably. But after that first quarter, the way they were moving the ball inside forward 50 was just like they were just bombing it inside forward 50.
And hoping for the best.
And it just was not coming off. Membry, Mychek, they couldn't take a mark. I don't know, they didn't look dangerous. They did look dangerous in parts, but almost double. Well, it was double. I think it was double inside 50s. Should have won by bloody 7 or 8 goals.
Yeah, it was double.
Anyway, they're in trouble. What have they lost? 5 of the last 6?
But the 5 they've lost to is all top 8 sides, I'm pretty sure.
That's right. That's the worry.
Top
the worry
9. It's top 9.
I don't know if we've got it there. We don't have it there, but
top 9 it is.
They got Jeremy Howe, who might come back this week. Obviously, Bobby Hill might not play again this season. They've got some injury concerns. They've got players that are out of form. Dan Houston, I thought he was going to be a superstar at Collingwood. He was at Port Adelaide. Just for some reason or another, he's not playing as good footy there. I think we might have spoken about that a couple of weeks ago. And is it the impact of you've got Josh Dacos and Dan Houston off the half back line? Like, who's your prime mover? Because Josh Dacos was last year when it was just him on the half back line.
Yeah.
But so was Dan Houston when he was at Port Adelaide. He was the prime mover. So it's like they need to work out that role or work out Dan Houston's role where he fits into the Collingwood. And look, if they don't feature deep in September this year, they'll be back again next year. Like, they've got a good list.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Anything else to add for that, Collingwood?
Probably, like how Tim Memory and all their gun forward started off brilliant.
This season, yeah.
No, against Adelaide.
In the first quarter, yeah.
And they looked like they were going to kick 5 each.
Yeah, they were just monsters, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it all went downhill. Yeah. Oh, we'll see. There's still plenty to play out this season. They do say, though, you've got to start playing your best footy, around August, coming into the finals. And so when you're thinking of a side that's thereabouts, Adelaide, it's hard to go past. Yeah, Brisbane's been playing some good footy. Geelong's been playing some lower sides, so it's difficult to get a read on them. Hawthorn's been starting to play some good footy, so you just sort of wonder. But you feel like perhaps Collingwood are, the first half of the season, you sort of thought, who beats them? But now the second half of the season, you go, golly, they don't look like they're going to win a premiership.
Dad, I was naming teams that were Australia early on that were beating Collingwood, but now I need to name teams that are Australia that beat Adelaide.
Yeah, maybe.
So Cats are Australia. Who else has beat Adelaide? Gold Coast did. Gold Coast. Oh.
And the funny thing, not many sides have beaten them, though, in the second half of the season. We'll have to go back and have a look at that. But, Geelong beat them, in round 5 or 6. Gold Coast beat them in round 3 or 4 or something.
All the sides that beat Adelaide are Team Australia.
Team Australia, are they? It's probably what Port Adelaide supporters are saying anyway. They'd be hating Adelaide going well. But and the next one under the pump there, mate. There's only 2 today.
Jack Gunn.
Oh, no, Freo.
Freo.
So they dropped the game last week, which they should have won. And they needed to win, for that matter. Because now they may miss out on finals. And, I mean, there's other games through the season. They started the season off really slowly, so that doesn't help. But, playing on your home deck and getting done with 57 points. Yeah, that's pretty disappointing. And now, what is it? They now have to win on the road versus the Dogs at Marvel, which the Dogs play really, really well. It's going to be hard for them. I can't see them doing it. I suppose I don't really care either way. Yeah, in terms of what side gets there, Doggies are pretty dangerous, but I think Freo can be dangerous too when they're up and about. But, geez, they've shot themselves in the foot, so they won't be happy. They won't be happy if they miss out. The WA media won't be happy either. Western Australian media, they'll be getting stuck right into them.
There's no Western Australia side makes finals.
Yeah, but after so much hype on Fremantle this year and to fizzle out to nothing potentially, they'll be pretty filthy on them. But anyway, only the 2 under the pump tonight because really it's not worth throwing any of the teams in the bottom 9 under the pump. I mean Freo, but they're sitting 6th or 7th at the moment. But it's not worth throwing any other sides. We've done them this year. Their season's over.
What about Essendon?
Obviously, Melbourne's coach is sacked. Oh, Essendon, we've spoken about them under the pump.
But they don't even know their song.
Yeah, they would.
Hopefully,
yeah. But no, their health and fitness team are going to be questioned in the off season. That's for sure because they've just had so many soft tissue injuries. But they've had just so much bad luck as well. Bad luck, sorry.
Eagles are 1-21.
Oh, that would be so hard being an Eagles supporter. I suppose it depends what they do in the off season. Harley's there for another year. Gimby, they've got some players there, but I don't know. I don't follow them closely.
What about Jake Waterman?
Yeah,
and
he's still there. He's injured. Wouldn't be
And
surprised
Liam
if Oscar
Ryan.
Allen goes elsewhere. There's rumours about him going to Brisbane.
He's a
I
captain.
think he's met with There's
But they have William Baker.
Liam Baker's still there. Actually, I did see. I don't know how true it is, but St Kilda offered Liam Ryan a 4-year contract. So I don't know. What else?
Gunston kicked 7.
Highlights. Gunston.
Equal career tally.
Well, I think it's his highest career tally ever now, isn't it?
Equal.
60 or something.
Oh, for season.
Yeah, for the season. I think it's his highest ever, and he's 33. So, like, incredible effort. That's a bit like Tom Hawkins. As he got older, he was just kicking more and more goals.
Wait, is Cameron getting his highest career tally too?
Yeah, he already has. Yeah, or has he? I think so. Yeah, because I think he passed it 70 odd, and now he's 79. So, but yeah, Jack Gunston. He's I feel like his fortunes not fortunes. He's had a great season, but the last 5 or 6 weeks have been really good, and Hawthorn's been really good that last period as well. So like sort of coincided. And the next highlight there is the Hawks just humming along nicely. Now they played Melbourne, so that's not overly hard for them. But they knocked off Collingwood the other week on the G, and they just seem to be playing some nice footy.
Yeah.
Obviously, the big test for them is this week against Brisbane. I think are they in the finals? Hawthorn? Have they secured their spot?
Around 60. I don't think they have yet.
Not yet, but maybe their percentage is strong enough. I don't know.
Nah, Gold Coast
or they could finish in
Gold
ninth.
Coast will be chasing them. Bulldogs, what are they on?
So they could finish in ninth, could they, or not?
Bulldogs, if they lose to Brisbane, yeah, they can. I think they can go out.
But they could also beat Brisbane and finish in 4th and get a second chance. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure they can go out.
And, Brisbane's just a little bit wounded at the moment, so maybe they could go up on the road and get them, which would just be huge. One of the other ones there, the next one there, Ash, the Giants.
Doing a number on Gold Coast. Away.
Yeah. They're a funny side.
They're Giants.
It's hard to get it right.
They play good against the Cats always.
We're their bunnies. They keep beating us, but they can be hit and miss. But Jake Stringer's out again and injured, but they go up to the Gold Coast, and because Gold Coast are very good on their home deck.
Harry Rouston kicked 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do in September. They're going to be interesting to. I mean, it's so tight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any team could win it.
It needs to be 60 points. See?
Yeah, to get in.
But
it needs to be probably 60 points plus a lot of percentage. Next one there, mate. Harry Mackay.
Yeah.
He kicked 7 as well, so I'm sure Carlton supporters would have probably preferred him to have done this earlier on in the season.
Yeah.
But regardless, still exciting. Which begs the question, earlier on in the last couple of months, we've been talking about, will Harry Mackay and Charlie Curnow be there next year?
Probably not.
I thought the same. Probably not. And there's been some whispers there with Charlie Curnow, Gold Coast, Sydney, Geelong. There hasn't been any whispers with Harry Mackay yet. I just wonder, will they keep Mackay and Curnow may go?
Maybe, but now because Mackay kicked 7, they might want
to keep him and send Curnow, or will they do the opposite? I don't know. Maybe they'll both be there next year. I mean, don't know. I think they gave their first round pick away to Hawthorn, didn't they? Was it Hawthorn or one of the other sides? So they need to trade out to try and get a higher draft pick if that's the route they want to go, like a quick rebuild. Or are they just going to try and trade in some mature age players? Like, who was the midfield? Haynes they got last year, the halfbacker?
He's doing well.
Yeah, he's had a great season. I mean,
Isn't
killed us.
Butters is restricted free agent?
I don't know. But I think he's been linked to Carlton, Bulldogs, Geelong.
I know, but because he could help them run through their midfield.
Oh, yeah. I just don't know if...
He would help like Tripper.
I don't know if that's this year or if he's restricted free agent next year.
Dad, I think Carlton's standout players right now, George Hewitt.
Yeah. I remember that goal he kicked against us from outside 50. Yeah,
he's racking up touches for fun for Carlton.
Yeah, he's pretty good. You know who I reckon they'd like to have back? Player that went to Bulldogs, number 7 at the Bulldogs.
Matthew Kennedy.
Yeah, I reckon they'd probably prefer to have him back at the moment. But anyway, I saw Sam Walsh was back out there on the weekend, so that's exciting.
He had a good day.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. If he can, this might sound a bit harsh, but if he can resurrect his career, that's really going to help the Blues because he's a gun. He's just had some issues with injuries and anyway.
Prime time fizzer.
Now, not everyone's going to enjoy hearing this, but the Bombers and the Blues on a Thursday night.
At least it's not on Friday.
I know. Sunday night. I just thinking about the big games this weekend. I mean, yeah, like Brisbane. I mean, Essendon and Carlton. Yeah, 2 big Melbourne sides, but they got nothing on the line. And I suppose the AFL couldn't. But when did they chose the round 3 weeks ago, didn't they? The AFL.
Something like that.
The final round. Like, why not play Dogs Vs Freo on a Thursday night, and then Brisbane Hawks on the Friday night or the Saturday night, like big games that are going to decide the 8.
No, but then you're going to get more people to it on, like, if it was on a Friday, Saturday night.
Yeah, more people to the big games. The games
I know,
that
if it's
mean
on Friday,
something.
Saturday.
Yeah, but Brisbane Hawks, that's on a Sunday night. And the Doggies and Freo, that's Saturday afternoon, isn't it?
Oh, well, that's bad scheduling.
Well, I get it.
But I don't think Freo, like, outside the 8 too, and then their sides won't find their prime just yet. I don't know.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm just saying in terms of like us spectators or us viewers that are going to be sitting at home, like you and I aren't going to go to any of those games. We'll go Saturday Arvo to Geelong Richmond, but it's got no real impact on the season.
It does. Cats to finish second or not.
Yeah, I know,
but Richmond could win.
Yeah, of course they could, but it's highly unlikely. But the Dogs and Freo, that should be prime time because that's literally going to decide a spot in the top 8. They're gonna beat the absolute bejeebers out of one another. And Brizzy and Hawks will be a bit the same. Like, whoever wins will probably finish top 4 and get a second chance. So they're going to beat the living daylights out of each other. Whereas the Bombers and Blues, like, what have they got on the line? It's just bruise-free footy. Try not to get hurt.
Get
through to.
They're going to decide who can finish bottom 4.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, or thereabouts. But honestly, like, you can't tell me the Bombers and Blues players are going to go their absolute hardest. Why risk a season?
They don't want to
risk a massive injury?
They don't want to finish bottom 4.
Yeah, but at this time, it doesn't matter anymore. When you're not playing finals, it doesn't matter if you finish bottom 4. If you finish, what's bottom 4? 14 down. If you finish 14 or you finish 12th, it doesn't matter. It just all it means is what draft pick you get, really, at this point in the season. I just don't think they'll be playing their hardest. I think they'll be playing bruise-free footy. They'll try and win, but they wouldn't be trying as hard as if it was a preliminary final. Get through to the end of season trip and Anyway, that's my thoughts. Any other thoughts?
Still, they need to decide who finishes bottom 8. That's a big decision.
You're worried about that. That's fair enough. Well, mate, I think don't break it. Whatever we do, I think we should wrap it up, mate. Make sure we get. I think we might do a game day vlog on Saturday for the Geelong Richmond game. Sienna's going to come up with us, so be a few nuffies and maybe even try and get some interviews, mate. We've spoken about that all year, so I think we might have to look at that. But should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, thanks, guys. Thanks for sticking around. If you have, please remember to like and subscribe. I think we're growing close to maybe 70. We might be a bit beyond that. I'm not too sure, but we're getting there. So thanks so much, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Maybe we'll catch you Saturday for a game day vlog. It won't go up till Sunday anyway, but maybe. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.